Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Bionic Commando. In the last part we rescued Joe, and now it's time for us to go save the world, I guess, or is it just specific countries? Empire, evil, stop it, really is the best I can say about this game's plot. And welcome to what might be the hardest stage in the game. This stage is a lot of very precise swings with the bionic arm. From that chain there, I think you need to do, otherwise you can't make it to the platforms because the fire down there, I don't think it's instant death. No, I think it's just like spikes, it's 3 damage. 2 even more precise swings, it just gets worse and worse. But that said, it does have one of my favorite jumps in the game because we have to go from one of these springs and use the upwards aimed arm, and that just feels cool to me. Also, it has a real good track to it. I love this song. I am Hal. I'm in front of Area 12 now. I cannot enter unless you blow up Areas 10 and 11, so please do it fast. Bazooka? Yeah, I have it. Don't worry about anything. Let me handle the rest. Okay. You know, I feel like the dialogue in this game wouldn't be as awkward if they just let Rad speak, because then they'd have space between the sentences. Also, I'm making these jumps look a lot easier than they are. If you're wondering what that transition there was, my fire alarm went off. It wasn't anything. If it's too early to feel safe, I'll kill you here. It's another platoon, blah, blah, blah. What that ended up being, one of the smoke alarms in my house is positioned in such a way that if the door to a bathroom is left open after a shower, the steam will trigger it, and it happened there. It's happened a couple times over the past couple of years, but yeah, that wasn't good. And here we get the bulletproof vest. It is essentially the helmet, but it'll block the first two shots out of a volley. I actually don't like it as much as the helmet, but I'll use it for the final stage just because we just got it, so I might as well semi-show it off, even though there's not many bullets to dodge here in the final stage. Because the final stage's hazards are mostly environmental. Bringing in the rocket launcher, because again, it's basically the best weapon anyway. Also, another really good track. The music in this game is awesome. This is Super Joe. This area is divided by 2 barriers. In order to break the barriers, you should break the power system. Find the power system. Okay, God. What is it? What is going on? Okay. But yeah, like Joe said, there are essentially 2 to 3 sections to this stage blocked off by electrical barriers. We need to find the power systems which are in these rooms and turn them off. However, the hazards in these areas are these little electric currents. Honestly, not too hard to dodge because as long as you're hooked onto the platform above you, you don't get shocked by them. But you do need to be fast about it. There are 2 main computers that comprise the power system, but I think in each shaft, there are 2 doorways. One leads to the power system, one leads to a boss fight that you don't need to do. I'm only doing the power systems because it's what I need to do. After that, you just take the elevator down, and you should find the barrier to your left or right, depending on which section of the stage you're in. But that said, though, compared to the stages that came before, this is probably the easiest level in the second half of the game. Because there's not many, if any, instant death traps beyond a spike trap towards the end of it, and the boss fight at the end, like the rest of the bosses, is pretty easy. This is Joe. I'm going to destroy the power source of the base. Defeat the leader and get out. It's Joe. Super Joe is coming. Answer me, number 5. I have nothing to say about that. That's pretty self-explanatory. I do like the communication rooms, though, in the fact that they're more so checkpoints than anything else, and they're disguised as checkpoints pretty well. Getting to the second power core is annoying, though, because not only do they change the height of these platforms up, making dodging their electric currents more difficult, but you also have to ignore the first door, because that's where one of these optional boss fights is, and we have a boulder rolling down that, while it doesn't hurt you, can knock you into things that hurt you very easily. Thankfully, I managed to pull an NES despawn on it due to it leaving the screen in a certain way, so I don't have to worry about it too long. And second burst, same as the first, pogo up, and there we go, destroy it like that, and we're good. Now we can head towards the final part of the stage. Honestly, just due to the fact that there's not much to worry about in this stage, you don't even have to worry about using your medicine until the end. You can use it very early on and not have to worry too much, except for one final obstacle that if you mess up on, you're gonna be dead anyway, because you'll get comboed to death by it. Fun! And I guess you have some last second ammo you can get to up your health if you're only like 2 away. Our last obstacle is a hallway full of spikes. Cool. This is precise. I don't like this. Oh god. Oh my. Mega Man spike phobia coming in hard. Oh. The kid who was here before. I never thought I'd see you here. But you're too late. The Albatross has begun to move. Not necessary to wait for Master D to revive. I've just cut off the switch. For the revival device, Master D will never rise again. Now it's your turn to die. What? You woke me from a long sleep. Now I have no more use for you. I'll take over your army and rule the world. But you're going to fight against me? You damn fool. If that's what you want, I'll show you the horror of the Albatross. So yeah, Master D is just Hitler. Like, straight up in the Japanese version, he's just Hitler. In fact, this game's name in Japan is Top Secret, Hitler's Resurrection. And the Albatross is the final boss. You need to swing up to it, and get to that little top thing up there and hook up to it, and shoot the giant, glowing, kill me light. This boss fight is very easy because it doesn't attack beyond these little jets of fire. Despite being called a laser cannon, the laser cannon in the front never fires. This is a very easy boss fight. In fact, it's more of a platforming challenge than anything. If you just mash the fire button, you should win within 2 to 3 volleys. I will say, though, it is easier to get to the platform that we're swinging up to right now if it's moving to the left than if it's moving to the right. Plus, you're just not going to have enough time to damage it if it's moving to the right anyway. And that's it. That's the final boss. With that said, we're not quite done yet. I'm Hal. Master D is leaving. I won't last long. I take this bazooka. Go get him. There's a chopper down here. Aim at the cockpit as you jump. You can do it. The hardest challenge in the game is hitting this cockpit. We got Hal's bazooka, but it doesn't show up as a unique weapon. Time your firing, hit the cockpit, and you win. If you miss, you get torn to shreds by the gun and you die. Your number's up, monster. Ugh. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen done on the NES. This base will explode in 60 seconds. Escape right away. So let me get this straight, Nintendo. Swastika's removed. But a single swear and a giant gory head explosion shot you left in? Either you're slacking, or that was just too cool for you to remove. It's too early to feel safe. I'll kill you here. I can just ignore this boss fight, though, because first off, I'm low on health, and also, you got a timer. If you don't get out of here, you die. So just escape quickly. Is Joe still inside? What happened to the captain? We cannot let it wait any longer. We're going to escape now. Please wait just a little longer. Hey, what's that? This is Lad. Our mission accomplished. Super Joe is safe. We are returning now. Battle has ended and we have a new hero now. I was feeling different as I received the blessings from comrades. And that's the ending. Bionic Commando is a fun game, if a bit unbalancedly hard towards the end because of the precision they require with the bionic arm. But that said, the game's still fun, and it's basically a war of attrition due to how easy continues are to get thanks to the field stages. The music's fun, the main gameplay mechanic's solid. It just gets a bit too carried away with what it wants you to do towards the end of the game. If you want to play it, it's on the NES, and I think it's on most of the Virtual Consoles, even though the Wii Virtual Console is now down. And there's probably other ways you can find pretty easily to track it down. Actually, was this on the NES Classic? I don't remember if it was or not. It's a simple little fun game that I think some of the sequels are also pretty good of. Now, so much time has elapsed and I'm old now. I think it's time for me to tell you the whole story. I hope this story will be told for a long time. August 2nd, 2010, Joe. Remember when that was like 30 years in the future or some shit? Historical hindsight. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, have a great night, take care, and I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be. See you guys then.